Ahoy, this is Zdenka, Darula. There are 5 very big mistakes every new photographer makes. What are they and how can you instantly fix them to make everything look better? And for the new faces, my name is Zdenka, Darula. I work as a photographer for many years. If you enjoy tutorials, tech reviews and creative camera challenges, you might want to hit the subscribe button. It's overcast day, perfect day to get out of the office, which I did, and everything is green. It's spring, it's waking up, it's rich in tones and colors, and it's wet. It's perfect for photos and videos. That's why I am here, but I decided to talk to you about something really important, which I'm just going to do. When you are new and you start taking photos, you're gonna have a lot of fun. You're gonna enjoy it for sure, but there will be some days when you will be very frustrated and you're not gonna have exactly greatest time, especially when you get home, you upload the photos on a computer and you found out that they are not good. Well, you have to put in the time, you have to put in the hours, the days, months, sometimes even the years to develop the skill to gain the experience. So today I picked 5 very big mistakes I usually notice right away when I'm looking at photos from new photographers. Those 5 mistakes usually tell me how much experience the photographer has. Hopefully, with this video, you'll learn much faster. The first one is here, the missed focus. This is usually a very common problem, especially if you are using autofocus and you let the camera to choose your focus, especially if you are using low aperture, very shallow depth of field. It's something you cannot really fix in post. It's almost impossible. It is the best if you choose single point autofocus. Very simply, you just tap on the screen with the finger and you choose what you want to focus on. Or if you're focusing with the lens, just focus, half press the button, recompose, and then click, finish the shot. And don't forget, if you're taking photos of people, you need to focus on their eyes. Mistake number 2, well, you take your time to pose your model or friend. You make sure they have beautiful shape of the body, you look at their face, you make sure they have the best expression possible, the best look. You take a whole bunch of photos, you do all that, you come home, upload it on a computer, and then you realize that there is a pole or tree or something just sticking out of their heads. I've been there, I know. It is very hard to concentrate on everything, it's very hard to double check the whole shot. So what do you need to do? First, you get to the location, you pick the spot. Make sure you scout the background very well before you even place the model there. Then you place the model, double check again. Once you're set, then you start posing your model and directing them. Another one is pretty big mistake as well, blurry or shaken photos. Usually when you take photos and you look at that little screen, the photos usually look pretty good because it's so small, but then wait until you get to the computer and you enlarge your photos and you see that they're actually blurry, they are shaken. That's usually a common mistake when you use too slow of a shutter speed. Rule of thumb is you should usually use at least shutter speed equivalent to the focal length of your lens. For example, on a full frame camera, if I am using 50mm lens, then I'm going to use 1/50th of a second. Otherwise, you will need to use a tripod. On cropped APS-C sensor, multiply the focal length by 0.5. So 50mm lens on the APS-C sensor would be 85, so you should use at least 1/85th of a second shutter speed. But this doesn't apply if your lens has image stabilization. In that case, you can go 3 to 5 stops lower. Mistake number 4 is here, and this one absolutely drives me crazy. I simply call it the photo snapper. Well, let's say the photographer, the new photographer, is invited to anniversary or birthday party, or is invited to friends' wedding, or is going to second shoot a wedding. Maybe photographer's friend wedding. And instead of taking photos of an action, he's actually doing this. Snap, 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 snap. It's a photo snapper. It's not a photographer. When you actually shoot on a target, you also don't snap, you wait, you focus, right? So the same thing happens when you're shooting anniversary or live event. You are waiting. You pick a couple or the person or something very interesting, or I usually pick very interesting person which really pops from the group, and I position myself so I have a nice view, and then I wait. And I wait, and I wait for the smiles, and I wait for conversation, I wait for sudden movements and stuff like that. And that's when I get the emotion and take the photo. When you just snap and walk around and you give it to the photographer, like me, if I get a second shooter and that person gives me those kind of photos, the snap photos, I know that 80% will be garbage, it's not gonna be usable. It's just random photos. But if you take your time and you really try to take the photo, you wait for the moment, you will get the real authentic emotions, the real photos. Mistake number 5 is here, and it's poor composition, which can really ruin your photos. How many times I've seen photos of people where the head is missing, or the fingers are missing, or part of the leg, or butt, or I don't know. Or if I've seen the horizon where actually it's cricket, it's not like that. Or I've seen photos just of branches, but nothing really interesting behind that. So some people are born with it. They see it right away, which is awesome. Others might need little help. Don't be shy to turn on the grid, which shows the rule of thirds. So those were the 5 biggest mistakes I usually see in photos. Please give it a thumbs up if you like today's video. Subscribe to all future videos. If you have any questions, comments, or simply want to say hello, please do so in the video comment section below. And I'll see you in the next one. Ciao, ahoy.